What is up, guys? So this is our new setup right now. There's still some things getting changed here, but today we're going to be talking about Wicked for Good. Now, you guys know, surprisingly, I went to go see Wicked, the part one, in theaters last year, and I really enjoyed it, and I thought it was a great time. I liked almost every single aspect about it. Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande stole the performances of Elphaba and Glinda in that film. So going into Wicked for Good, I had a lot of hype for sure, right? And we went into it Friday night. I just got out of it about maybe an hour ago in IMAX, packed theater. Love seeing the theaters real packed and everything like that. But going into it, I had expectations and I just wanted it to be good. And overall, was Wicked for Good good? Yes, it was really good. But I have some problems with it, so I definitely want to touch on those right now, and then we'll compare it a little bit to the first one, and that's it. But my biggest issue with Wicked for Good is its first act, so to speak. It really took out a lot of the charm that the first film had with these characters, whether it's Elphaba or Glinda throughout the film. In the first act overall, it kind of stutters, so to speak. The film, I believe, is like 2 hours and 13 minutes, something like that. And you kind of feel that runtime through the first act leading into the second act. But the second act to the third act amps the whole film up and makes up for its slower first act. I think that's one of the things that I didn't really enjoy. I thought all the musical sequences were beautiful as well, although I like Defy Gravity a lot better than For Good, in my opinion. But overall, as the story goes, I loved what they were doing with the story. I think Jeff Goldblum and Michelle Yeoh are great in the film as well, supporting characters. But as the full story goes, a great adaptation to the source material being the play. I will say, though, I will prefer part one, I think, a little bit more. I think part one just nails the beats of momentum throughout all three acts, which really pleasantly surprised me. And overall, just being pleasantly surprised of me enjoying a musical. Me, a guy that likes all these fucking films over here, not one musical besides Joker, Folly I Do, I don't even know why, is on my shelf. But overall, guys, Wicked for Good, it really is a fun film. I think it's a true wrap up to the two-part story. I think the second and third act is worth it alone. The first act, like I said, for me, I think a lot of other people, it won't bother them that much, but it stutters for me, and it took a little bit to get going, and kind of didn't have as much charm, I guess, from the characters like it did in the first film. But then it amps up, if that makes sense, in the second act and the third act. And I think the CGI and the visual effects were beautiful. Like I said, the look of Oz I really enjoy. I think it is truly crafted really well. The nods to Wizard of Oz, things like that, the nostalgia you see throughout the film, especially in Wicked for Good, I think was really great as well. And I will say this, the performances by Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande are incredible, so to speak. I would never thought that Ariana Grande be as good of an actress as she is in this film. So if she ever does go to act more in the future, who knows? I'm open to it. And I kind of said this in my Wicked part one review too. I'm open to it. But overall, I think Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande's musical performances, all the musical performances in this film, I think were better throughout the film than Wicked Part 1, but I think Defy Gravity is the better ending sequence song, in my opinion. I really like that song a lot more than For Good, but For Good is very emotional. But I will say I did have a fun time watching Wicked for Good. I'm glad to say that I enjoyed it overall, even though I had a little bit more of pacing problems in that first act to leading into the first half of the film. That was my biggest gripe. But overall, performances are great. The visual effects were great. The music was great, guys. Definitely go get a chance, if you guys got this week, to go see Wicked. I think it's going to do great box office numbers, which we love seeing for the theaters. But guys, if you have seen Wicked for Good, let me know your thoughts below. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys real soon.